We have Richard from South Shields next. Hi, Richard.
Hello.
Hello there.
How's it going?
Okay.
Alan, I've got a couple of things for you, right?
Okay.
I was watching Blue Thunder on Saturday, right? And do you know it was 21 years ago that that film came out?
Right.
And
Is that to do with a helicopter or something?
Yes, Blue Thunder and Malcolm McDowell and Roy Schneider. Or was it Schneider or Schneider?
Schneider.
Right. So anyway, I was upset, like, 21 years ago that film came out.
Right.
And like when I remember it about the helicopters and stuff.
Yeah, well, there's a TV series out that bounced off it as well.
Yeah, but after that there was a thing on called Richard Kimball, where he plays the fugitive.
Yeah.
Tim Daly, he's the fugitive, right?
Right.
And I wrote this, right? Well, can I read it?
If you like. Right.
I am an actor, and I'm playing the lead role in Woodbiners. Like Hollyoaks Tony, only I'm playing Richard, also known as Chad, C-H-A-D 05, right? And binary code number 0100101110. Right? So I'm playing the lead role, but obviously, do you know, like, when you think about life, life doesn't exist. Do you know, like Nostradamus and stuff?
Yeah, you keep jumping from thing to thing so that everything ends up not making any sense again, Richard.
Well, basically, binary code, do you know how in technology terms we're coming up to, like, things like the iPod and the jukebox and the computer and stuff?
What do you mean we're coming up to them? We've got them.
Wait, no, but I mean like technology, and you've got like Richard Branson flying around in these spaceships, and he wants to charge $125,000 or whatever for this, right? But how come is it that these Nostradamus things, right? Like there was a woman on there about being bullied, right? And then there was a woman on before that saying she had a filofax. Well, if Nostradamus had a filofax, right, and you come up with stuff like, do you know how you've got like 2 or 3 or 4 different languages?
You got more languages than that.
Right, so there's like 40 languages.
Oh, there's more than that.
But, well, that humans can like speak.
There's more than 40 languages on the planet.
Right.
There's more than 40 in Africa.
In Africa?
There's all kinds of tribal...
You know what fan means?
Tribal languages. Can you try and come to some point, otherwise we're just frankly not going to bother with you, Richard?
Well, basically, languages, right, when we speak about languages, it's all in binary code. Like, what I'm speaking to you now, somebody will be typing out in binary code.
No, they won't. Richard, I can't be bothered with you, so how's somebody at home going to be?
Well, I mean, what do you mean by bothered?
Well, you know, I mean this in a nice and warm, caring way. You talk crap, Richard.
What do you mean I talk crap?
You make no sense. Everybody at home... I've just had an email through, so here he comes with the same old... Well, frankly, bollocks is the word that they use. Right. People at home don't get it. You may get it. You may think that it means something to you, and that's good. But nobody else gets it, Richard.
Well, the thing is, with people, right, I'm actually being bullied by the people on that radio, aren't I?
No.
Sending you.
How's that bullying you?
Well, you're bullying me by saying I'm not very good. And
I'm not saying you're not very good. I'm saying that what you say
is crap.
Means nothing to anybody because you link subjects that are not remotely linkable.
Linkable.
You say,
well, DNA is linkable, isn't it?
Do you know Nostradamus? Of course not. He was in the 1700s, so I'm not likely to have met him. Right. Then you go on and you say, well, binary numbers, there'll be somebody at home writing this down. Well, no, there isn't, Richard, and you're kidding yourself if you think that there is.
Well, actually, a dictophonic microphone, right, is something that picks up computer language. So if somebody's talking into a web, right, which is based on a computer.
You didn't say that. You're talking about there's somebody now. You said typing out, and there isn't, Richard.
No, but if I
You try and pull in other things to make sense of what you said. Still doesn't make what you said earlier sensible. It means you're just clutching at straws.
Well, no, because...
To make anything sound reasonable.
No.
What point, when you rang in, what point did you want to make without saying, do you know this? Right.
Right.
Do you know that? Right. Do you know this? Right. And then link it to 7 other things that have nothing to do with one another.
Okay.
Give me a sentence of something that actually makes sense, Richard. And then we'll see if we can push on from there.
I'll get you one there, right?
Go on then.
Hypnotism is something to do with something that's hypnotized. And if all of these people are hypnotized and they become bullies when they're hypnotized and they hypnotize me through you, I'm going to be bullied by the hypnotists.
You see, that's not even a sentence. If you wrote that all down together, it breaks the rules of sentences.
Well,
because it doesn't make any sense. And I know the point you're trying to make is, let people feel sorry for me, because you are now saying, well, I'm being bullied. You're not being bullied. How many times have you been on this show, and I give you the chance, every time I give you the chance, to say something that makes sense, that people at home will listen to and say, that's an interesting point, but they don't. I've had 4 emails since you've been on. Just this last thing. Is he from the planet Gibber? He's talking gibberish. That was Gary in Washington. Robert's been on, and he's written a load of numbers. I'm doing that binary crap. He was right, but he's a fool. Who's this one? Let him stay on. It's funny listening to talk bull. There you go. Okay.
So you say I'm the fugitive.
Katrina says, help get him off.
I am the fugitive honor. I'm on the run.
From who?
Well, all of these people that are dialing you up on the web.
All of those people don't care, Richard. They're not chasing you. They're not chasing you at all. They don't care. They want to hear something of interest.
Right.
If you want to tell them something of interest, feel free. This is your third and last chance.
Right. I'm the year 2004 Nostradamus. I'm going to live on the legend, and I'm going to write everything down in binary code, and I'm going to keep it all, just like in a little book.
Okay, well, I tell you what, if you do that, keep it to yourself, Richard. We got Mad Mick from Bensham next. Hiya, Mick.
Hello, Alan, what was that good?
Well, I'm not even sure he knows.
Gobbledygook?
Right, okay.
if that bloke's listening, I wonder if do you know that film, what do you call it, My Mother's an Alien?
Oh, yes, sir.
I wonder if he's an alien.
It would explain a lot, but I don't think so.
Are you sure? Is his nickname not Martian?
Well, Lynn's just emailed to say, how can you follow Richard with Mad Mick? If Mick's mad, what does that make Richard? Was her comment.